Hello everyone, today I will be showing you guys how to make a pie chart on Google Slides. So here we have two different tables, both of which are representing the types of hairstyle within a certain population or a certain group. Now we have 14 of these people that have black hair, 10 of which that have brown hair, 7 that are blonde, 3 red, 2 other, and if you add all of these up, we end up with 36 people total. So this is what we call the frequency that it's showing up, this hair color traits. And now the relative frequency, we have it here below, and that is simply calculated by getting the value of the amount of people that have the hair color divided by the total people that have the hair color. So in other words, 14 divided by 36 is approximately 0.39, which is 39%. 10 divided by 36 is 0.28, 28%, and so on. So now 1 here is representing 100%. So now let's go ahead and input this data into a pie chart. So the way to do so is you click on Insert, go down to Charts, and now click on Pie. Once you do this, you end up with a generic pie chart, and in order to fix this, we have to go to the top right corner, and it has a little down arrow. Go down to Open Source, and give it a second to populate. Okay, so now that it's been populated, in order to adjust this, we can change these values. But first, let me go ahead and zoom in to 200%, only because it's really hard to see the pie charts or any of my data. Next, I'm going to go ahead and import all of my data here, or you can input it directly. Okay, so now we have our hair color column and our frequency, which is from the tab that we had previously. So here I just translated all of this data and inputted it in here. So in order to change any of this data, you can just go ahead and double click, for example, the title here, and I'm going to go ahead and name it hair color pie chart. And now in order to change the slice color, we can go ahead and click on the slice, or we can go over here on the side and go to pie slice. So the black one, I want it to be black. The brown one, brown. The blonde one, well, that looks kind of blonde, so that's fine. Red, let's go down to red somewhere. And other, you can leave it as purple, change it to green, do whatever you want with that color, as long as it's not the same color as any of the other colors that we already used. So we can also go ahead and change the subtitle here. We can call it for our statistics AP class. And there we go. So now we can go back to our original tab. Notice how it hasn't changed anything. In order to change it, we can go ahead and click on update. And there we go. So one thing that I want you guys to see is that these values that we calculated are very similar to the values that are out here. Now the only difference is that I did round all of these values to 2 decimal places. And here they use 3 decimal places, which is why it's a little bit more accurate. So in other words, here we have 0.06, and if you look at other, it's technically closer to 5.6, 0.08, in other words, 8%. Well, that's about 8%. So I wouldn't really worry too much about this, to be exact. And next, we can go ahead and describe what we see up here. So we can see that there are more people that have black hair than brown hair, and the least amount would be other. So use your best language here to go ahead and describe the pie chart above.